The worst job I've ever had, the job itself wasn't that bad, but I had this boss who just wouldn't stop making fun of me and talking about her dog all the time. And oh shit.
The worst job I ever had was when I worked at as a lifeguard at the wave pool they have. And the reason it was the worst lifeguarding job I've ever had is because the general public don't know how to swim. So yeah, I stopped working at the because people were being too reckless and just stupid. People were doing stupid stuff and I didn't want to deal with it.
I worked in a Chippy, or a fish and chip shop in England, and it was for an entire summer and it stank. I eventually quit after a public holiday where people were lining up throughout the store and then down the road for fish and chips, and everyone wanted cups of tea as well. It's just fish and chips. Why are you lining up all day? Get out there and swim in the infested, weird, polluted water. I'm not making you tea. I did make the tea though, I had to, and I quit after that. Yeah, never gonna do it again. I can still smell it.
So I worked at the shoe company for about a month. I applied because their ad said you get free shoes. You don't. You have to buy the in-season shoes and you don't get that good of a discount, so you're spending more money than you're actually making. My boss was terrible. She would scream at employees if they drank water out on the floor, but then she's screaming out on the floor while there's customers in the place, and then got us to work stupid hours so she can go have some beers with her trailer trash boyfriend. So I came in when she wasn't working, left an envelope on her desk giving her my 2 weeks notice, saying how crappy the job was, and I didn't finish out my shifts, I just left.
So the actual worst job I ever had was at a wine store. I was the youngest person there by like 35 years. So because I was the youngest person there and everyone thought I was so cute, I had to stand outside and advertise for the store. But wait, it wasn't just any kind of advertising. I had to stand outside in a grape suit. And their reasoning was that because I was an actor, that I would be great at standing on a corner, losing my dignity in a grape suit. But I got a free bottle of wine every time I did it, so I guess it wasn't that bad. And that's how my alcoholism started.
Worst job, I worked at a pet store and the employees would order in exotic pets that they didn't know how to take care of, and they would die and I'd have to clean them up.
It's a pretty well-known food place, the Blue Crab, we're gonna call it. There was nothing wrong with the Blue Crab, it's just they decided to hire a 16-year-old with no experience as a cook. And thinking, oh, they wouldn't hire someone who has no idea what they're doing, it wouldn't be too hard. I had no idea what I was doing. And at the same time, I got injured a lot at the workplace because, again, no idea what I was doing. And when I say injuries, I mean my entire arm would be burned, cuts, bruises, which again was entirely not their fault. It was just me being stupid and 16 and having zero idea what I was doing. And the worst part of working at the Blue Crab was I don't like seafood, so I couldn't eat anything ever from the restaurant.
So basically, I was 18 years old and I was working for a cleaning company, and it was like a self-owned cleaning company that this lady had. She was telling me how she wanted to retire to Georgetown, and she asked me if I wanted to run her company for her, getting paid minimum wage, while she sat in Georgetown retired. She somehow thought that at me being 18 years old and cleaning houses, that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I looked at her and was like, no, like that's not what I want to do with my life. I'm not cleaning houses for you and getting paid nothing while you relax. And then she rips out the paper from my hands and proceeds to start driving away, almost running my feet over. I have not spoken to that lady since. I have no idea if she's still cleaning houses, to be honest with you, or if she picked up some other 18-year-old girl to do it for her.